Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jebtor, you are you, and this is the Generation Gamers Game Podcast Season 2. And I'm here with some lovely people. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Who goes first?
Well, we'll see you now.
Oh, oh great! Hey, everybody! You kind of know who I am. I'm the Last Skateboard, or George, as some people have come to call me, because that's my fucking name. Anyone else want to go? Just me, awkwardly. Brilliant.
I'm Connor from Reclusive Gamers, the newest members, I think. Yeah, well, I'm me.
I think second newest, I don't know.
Oh.
I think there was one group after you. And we also... sorry.
I like to think it might not be newest, but we're still best. Right, go on.
Are you up to me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
Who else is here?
I wasn't sure if Connor had finished. Yeah, I'm Darren. That'll do.
Okay.
Hello.
That'll do. I'm Darren. I'm just this random guy who walked in, killed the guy who's meant to be on the podcast. What's going on?
Okay. So,
What's this?
So this is a podcast, and you may notice there hasn't been one for a while, and you may notice there's different people. Congratulations, you noticed stuff. So this is season 2, and as always, we're just going to talk about anything and everything we want to. And I actually haven't, because I sort of got up late. I can't remember everything I was going to talk about, and I can't remember the normal schedule. I should have probably looked at that, shouldn't I? Actually, it was story time. Story time's the first one, and Pod, you tell us a story.
A story. You want my topic?
Yes, I just want a story.
Oh man, I was really hoping you were going to ask mine last, because I've just got some. I found 2 incredible articles I want to read out on the podcast. First of all, because I found them just fucking funny. Let me give me a second just to load them up. Okay, this one I found pretty amusing. The title of this headline is "Dolphins Die After Rave."
What?
Well, they would.
Exactly. Now, I want to play a little game here and want to ask you what you thought about when you heard that. Because for me, I imagined some sort of weird animal party where the dolphins were on the dance floor, the music goes, and there was just like a fucking manatee on the side just doing lines of code. I was
imagining like them with like the little, what's the rainbow, the sticks that will light up and
Glow sticks.
Yeah, glow sticks.
Imagine a glow stick.
I was going to call them
dolphin.
rainbow sticks.
No. Dolphins, they haven't got the hands. They haven't got the opposable thumbs. No glow sticks.
All they can kind of do as dance moves go is just kind of clap, really.
What is
you want to know?
About? Like,
You want to know the
what's
full
the
actual?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the actual that was just an enticing little bit about what this is about. Basically, there's a report of 2 dolphins dying in a Switzerland zoo of a drug overdose.
Okay.
The reason why is because before then the zoo had rented out the area around a dolphin tank to a rave. What?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
What?
That's what I do. Extra money.
Aren't raves illegal for the first part? So that's the
apparently
point of
illegal
raves. Obviously, fucking not. I don't know. I haven't been to a rave. Do I look like the type? But
How do dolphins take drugs?
Apparently, they just poured drugs into the tank of the dolphins. Like, quick, we have to get rid of these drugs somehow. Quick, the dolphin tank. And the dolphins died.
They got high and died. That's nice.
Yeah, they're fucking. I imagine the next day, just there's just a kid and his mother, and just like, "Mommy, what's wrong with the dolphins?" The dolphins just at the tank, wide-eyed, tripping the fucking out. Hey,
Eyes
man.
red.
I know we don't normally do this, but I really want to eat that fucking little boy. I want to see what it tastes like. The headline alone was just enough for me to want to read this out.
What drug was it?
Heroin, apparently.
Hmm.
Why does that interest you? Are you thinking of the best ways to kill dolphins?
No, I just wanted the full story. I needed full detail to imagine the scene better.
The tank was rented out in a weekend for a rave, and I'm not even gonna read it out. You got basically the entire gist.
Yeah.
They poured the heroin into a dolphin tank, which is fucking lunacy. The next one I found just fucking hilarious. It's about Bigfoot hunting. which is already interesting. And this is basically saying this article about the differences of Sasquatch hunting between California and Texas. Now, in Texas, they passed a bill saying it is legal to hunt Sasquatches. So that's not that. Just if you see Bigfoot, you can fucking kill him. Which is
Fair enough.
It's weird. You can apparently also hunt all kinds of manner of beasts in Texas because it's legal to. So you can hunt chupacabras and lake monsters or all you want. But in California, you can't because the way it works in Texas is the animal has to be on a list, so you can't hunt it. So any animal that's not on the list can be hunted. So technically, because Sasquatches don't exist, you can hunt them.
So
but in California,
with, like, dragons and unicorns.
Yes, they can
So you
fucking
can slay
hunt
a dragon in Texas. That needs to be like advertising the Go Texas. Slay a dragon today.
That'd be fucking amazing. Just there's a billboard with a guy thumbsing it up, saying this with a dragon behind it, going, "I fucking killed this in Texas." But in California, is you can't. The animal has to be on the list, so you can hunt it. No, can't hunt it. So I'm getting it fucking confused. Just somebody save me. I can't think of which way it is round it is now.
So basically, that article is all because
basically
it could be the same for any animal. They could have made up anything.
As I said, chupacabras and fucking dragons can be hunted apparently in Texas, but in California they can't because they have to be on a list and have to be recognised as.
I never heard of a chupacabra until like a month ago.
Now? Oh right, chupacabra.
Yeah, I saw it on, I think it was Bones. I've never heard of them before.
I've heard some crazy shit about Bones. What the fuck? Why was there a chupacabra on Bones? Is it about detective work, dead people?
It was like someone was trying to cover
right.
it up using the story of a chupacabra.
I thought it was a real one. This is a fucking mystery, guys. His bones have been chewed by some sort of animal. Oh no, it's a chupacabra. It gets really funny because the California state says that they can't be hunted because they might be an endangered species, which is fucking funny because there's no such thing, first off, as a Sasquatch. But in case there is, you can't kill it because it's endangered. Nobody's ever seen one, so it's kind of plausible. But
the logic is that there aren't many.
Yeah,
if there's
exactly.
one, yeah, okay, I get
they
the logic.
don't know, so they don't know. So if they see one, if you kill it, that could be a horrible, horrible crime. But it gets funnier because, in true crazy American logic, and I don't care if you as are American, I'm still gonna call you crazy. It says that if it turns out there actually are like an entire race of Sasquatches, that they would consider making a game preserve to hunt Sasquatches, and this just made me crack up at the laugh at this state taking to the plausible account if they actually exist.
Murder them.
Well, that's true American style. Well, if you fucking can shoot them, you can fucking hunt them. Yeah, America.
See, now I'm just imagining some really hairy guy being killed. Like, hey, you just killed this man. Like, I thought he was a Sasquatch. It's like ZZ Top or something.
Oh boy. I now want to just dress up in a Sasquatch suit and just run across a field in California because they can't do shit.
Not in Texas, you get shot.
No, in Texas they'll fucking murder the shit out of me. And even when they do find out a person, they go, fuck it, don't care. And this becomes really funny to me because I want to make a comparison. If at night there's just a guy with a gun and a police officer rolls up to him and goes, "What you doing?" Just, "Well, I'm fucking Sasquatch hunting." Alright, carry on. But in California, if a policeman comes up and says, "Hey, what are you doing with that gun?" "Hunting deer." "Nah, Sasquatch hunting." "Well, sorry sir, that's illegal. You got to come with me to the station." "Ah, god damn it!" And they take it to the station and go, "What's he in for?" "Trying to fucking hunt Sasquatches, the dumb idiots." That is what I have. I didn't come up with a full topic. I came up with just some really stories I found funny.
That's
It's good. It's almost like haggis hunting. Americans go haggis hunting in Scotland.
What's that?
Haggis hunting?
Isn't the frozen haggis?
But Americans,
dead food.
some Americans, not all of them, some Scottish landowners put on haggis hunts for Americans because they think a haggis is a thing, an animal.
Yeah, see, I was just thinking about that. Isn't it just like it's just a food? So just walk up to a table, and go, there it is. No, well,
Pretty much.
That was
shooting
worth the
table.
money. But they imagine like some sort of weird, just bird creature as a haggis?
I don't know. I'd imagine it to be something more, maybe goat-like. Actually,
Well,
maybe.
I think traditionally haggis was like cooked in the stomach of a sheep. So yeah, that's pretty much close to it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what haggis
just-
actually looks like when it's cooked.
It looks like a balloon full of mincemeat.
Ugh.
yeah, that pretty much describes it.
Isn't it just
But
the,
hey, that's
the
what I
stuff
brought to
that's
that's what I brought to the topic. I didn't really come up with anything extensive, but that was funny.
Very amusing.
What do we have next?
Who wants to go next? Anyone has anything exciting?
Well, given the makeup of
Oh,
no,
God.
obviously, given the makeup of the panel, I was considering talking about the Ashes in 2005, 2009, 2011, and this year because obviously Australian, and Australian baiting is a national sport.
And
English
I'm gonna be honest, I've never watched a cricket game in my life. So
Damn.
I think this is really horrible topic.
What about the Ashes and all those
Oh,
other
but I wasn't. That
years?
was
it
I
Did we
actually
win then?
changed to thinking it's more of a question really. Have you in any America again, any American television program ever seen an English person who isn't stereotypical and stupid?
That's
an
what
American
I
program?
well, being English, that's always what I watch for. I'd go, that's not plausible. Fucking
Exactly.
damn it! They're always just like so prim and proper, just like yes.
Well, the same thing happens with all Australians that appear in every single American show and British show.
True.
Or, g'day, mate. I'm from
That's how you
Aussie.
talk.
That's how
Wait,
apparently
what? That's
on the Barbie.
What? That's not real. Jab, you've just I feel like I've been told that Father Christmas isn't
I
real.
swear-
Like, all my dreams are now
I swear everyone that
shattered.
goes overseas from Australia does have that accent for some reason, but everyone that lives in Australia does not have that accent. Normally that accent belongs to just bogans. If you have that accent, you are a bogan. That's really the only thing I can say. And a bogan's basically... It's similar to like a redneck or a chav, I guess.
I see.
It's sort of
I
our
was wondering
version.
I was wondering what a bogan was. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's like I don't know. I was about to be really offensive just then. I'm gonna stop myself there.
I'm gonna try and
Maybe
find a
I don't know.
bogan
Maybe
definition.
maybe Australian people just develop the accent as soon as they step off the boat. So they're talking fine. They're just good night, mate. As soon as they step off, that's all I can think about.
It's like a disease they develop when they go into different countries.
Just they're sick for a few days and they have a totally different accent. What the fuck has happened to my voice? I don't talk like this. Nobody's gonna take me seriously.
Oh, I found a definition of a bogan. There we go. That's the shortest definition I could find.
Do we have to read?
Well, you can read out loud. There you go.
Well, Jab, you didn't tell me when, you invited me on this podcast I was going to be reading. I'm sorry, I'm just out. I can't do this podcast. I'm rage quitting.
Nice.
Australian term used to describe a member of society that are a combination of what the I can't read! Fuck, I've lost the ability to read! Combination of what the Yanks call rednecks, jocks, and trailer park trash. Most likely found wearing mockies. Not mockies.
What's a mocky?
I don't know.
Let's find another definition now. Just the
Flannel-
definition podcast.
I don't even know what my next word is. Flannel.
Oh, you don't know what flannelette
Flannelette?
shirt is? You don't know what
Oh,
flannelette
no,
is?
no,
It's
I
like a
don't.
brightly coloured shirt, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for some reason I couldn't
And
work
then
that out.
consuming VB, which is a
VB.
bad OSB
Bad.
beer, apparently. According to this definition, I don't know. I don't drink. Large amount of bogans can be found in somewhere I've never heard of. So yeah, there we go. You can also find them in Rosewood. That's a nice easy spot. Or Logan. The bogans from Logan. That's the saying.
That's
If you live in-
awesome.
yeah, if you live in Logan,
That's-
you're a bogan.
That's clever. Like that rhymes. They sound charming. Just like chavs in England, just from like Liverpool. There's nothing poetic about that.
Now I'm trying to think of any English places that rhyme with chav.
Chav.
No.
Oh boy, it's gonna be my fucking evening now, just thinking of what rhymes with chav. I've only just met you and I already hate you. Damn it.
Why, thank you very much. I had that effect on most people, actually.
Oh, God.
I fucking love you, man. Hug me.
Whoa, that went a bit far.
But I'm trying to think of like TV shows that like most American TV shows don't have British people in them. If you want, I know the standard formula is if you want a show to do well in America and it's made in like Australia or UK, the lead is always an American. Like that always happens.
That's
like,
true.
Yeah.
For some reason, Americans can only relate to other Americans. Like that's always just perplexed me. What the fuck is going on there?
Well, the only American TV show I watch is Breaking Bad, and there's no English people in that. So
No.
Australia is literally like if you combined like with its TV, it's like combines America and British TV like smack down the middle. Like we get both. And then we make some shit shows of our own.
I thought you were about to say Australia's like Breaking Bad. Someone's making meth and garages.
That is also true. That's happening somewhere.
That also happens. Going out at night and get yourself some damn good crack.
you see, you in Australia though, you got both versions of In Betweeners, didn't you? And
do we? I don't know. I've never watched In Between.
You had the UK version at one point, and then I heard, mate, I've got a cousin in Australia, and they were complaining about the American version.
It is terrible.
It's shit.
Oh, it's
so
the worst
bad.
thing It's beyond bad.
I've just had a look at what I'm doing right now with my life, and I realise we're just hating on America so much.
Yeah.
Just non-stop hate. Another thing you know what I hate about America is...
I have been enjoying the Walking Dead series. That actually doesn't air over here. Just been watching that.
Chap, you watch things illegally? You Sly Cooper. Don't know why I use that type of phrase. Never fucking done that before this podcast.
Sly Cooper.
I don't know. It seemed like it was appropriate.
There's actually I don't tend to watch TV anymore. I just either watch iView, which is just we have the ABC, you guys have the BBC and stuff. The ABC, you can watch everything online too after it's aired. So I just do that. If there's anything good watching. I watch way too many British panel shows. I've found out for no reason.
I'm from Britain, and I find them hilarious as well. They're just good.
They're so good. And like, there's only one Australian panel show which I watch, and he also does a panel show in England, which is Adam Hill. And Adam Hill is really funny. I think he did The Last Leg over in Britain recently.
Is he the one with the one leg?
Yeah, he's the guy with the one leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And currently he's back here doing Adam Hill tonight, interviewing people, and that was really last week's episode. They had a guy on in the audience. He has lung cancer, and he has about 15 months or something to live. But since then, every Tuesday he uploads a naked picture of himself to Facebook. It's like a Naked Tuesday thing, and it's sort of like his own little joke. And
fuck?
And him, Adam Hill.
This podcast took a strange turn.
Adam Hill,
Shot the shark.
Adam Hill, him, and this other guy, another Australian host, which I've never heard of before. They all went to like this photo shoot and got like professional photos, all completely naked. It was the funniest thing ever, and they were recreating like really well-known pictures, and the best one was the last one, which was the American flag one raising. That like iconic picture.
that iconic, the American flag being raised.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell.
That, and that was hilarious. That was just.
Well, Jeb, you've just got another idea for the GGG. Naked pictures.
I'm going to pass on that. I'll let you do that one.
I'm heading this operation up, am I? Well, guys, time! No, not going to... Stop.
Releasing a new album next year. 2004.
Got calendars.
Yeah.
All the pictures will be me because no one will want to participate, so it'll just be Me in the grass. George in a meadow.
December.
November. George in the snow.
Oh god.
Exactly. George sitting on a tractor.
We could
That'll
have,
be
like,
the theme.
Omega's February or something, and you could do something with play on words there. I don't know, pods. What time's winter over there? With December? Pods December, there you go. Frozen
Oh
pond.
crap! You just
Pod
Frozen
in a pond.
ponds.
In a pond, there we go.
No, that would be terrible. I'll fucking freeze to death. This was the last. The next picture will be. This was the last picture we got of George because he froze to death in a fucking lake.
Naked.
We do not endorse going to lakes.
Naked.
I'd be so fucked in just minutes.
Oh my god.
How the fuck did we get here? I think the first thing we talked about was dolphins. Now we're talking about. I don't even want to think about what we're talking about.
I think
Actually,
my
Let's
point
just-
was British
Yeah, what was
documentary
your
shows
point?
are very good, and
Yes.
that was my point. I think the best. I'm trying to think of like I love Nevermind Boxcots. That's really funny. What's some other ones I've been watching?
That's quite a good one, but that shit is fucking just crazy. I've tried to watch that, and I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Would You Lie to
That's
Me
the
is
point.
quite funny.
That's quite
Yeah.
a good one.
Do you guys have
I
any
have-
really favorite ones?
In Norway, I have QI on
Yes.
BBC Entertainment.
I like
Literally,
I think I'm way
On
too
the
young
loop.
to enjoy QI, but I do anyway. I'm an old man already. Yay.
why do you have to be-
Jab's
what's-
fucking 50.
why is QI for old people?
I don't know. I think it's kind of well, I don't know. They keep making penis jokes every single episode. I'm not sure why. It's penis jokes for old people.
That caters to fucking teenagers, just penis jokes.
I don't know. I think Stephen Fry
That's
is
not
is
actually
aimed.
weird. Now, said that out loud. People have to stop me when I do that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move
Well,
on.
that's not how you cater to teenagers.
Move on. Move on. Well, I'm going to
Connor,
prison now.
Have you got a story
Well-
or something?
I had one about bloody Metal Gear Solid, but then it turns out this isn't about gaming, so...
Yeah, you can talk about gaming if you want. Go ahead.
Well, David Hayter's meant to be coming back to Metal Gear Solid 5, so what does everyone think?
I don't know.
Isn't he always in Metal Gears?
Yeah,
Metal
but people were saying they weren't coming back, and then everyone got really upset, including me. But, okay, so that topic's gone then.
Yeah, I'm going to play complete ignorance.
Yeah.
We can probably talk about this, I guess.
I got some breaking news because I randomly have Facebook open. It's a random Doctor Who news. Does that count?
It's breaking. It is quite devastating, actually. It's very, very sad news.
Yeah,
Just-
Matt
wait,
Smith is leaving.
I
There
just
you
thought
go.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just read the news because I could fucking see that.
Yeah. Well, apparently Matt Smith is leaving. Yay!
Oh, that's it.
I don't think you're not a Matt Smith fan, then.
I fucking hate that guy.
I don't like Moffat more than I don't like Matt Smith. Matt Smith's fine. I just don't like Moffat. That is
Is-
I love it.
The writer
It's
I
no
kind
David
of
Tennant.
beef with.
yeah, he's not David Tennant. David Tennant is no one can beat David Tennant personally. That's
David
what I think.
Tennant is David Tennant, you
Yeah.
could say.
I've been rewatching his specials because we recently
Ah.
bought the specials finally of David Tennant's one. That year where he just did specials and no actual season. So
That was such an annoying year.
yeah, all the good episodes, luckily. So that's
Yeah.
That's when I gave up watching Doctor Who because I thought, oh, I can't be bothered.
I
Tuning in
gave
at
up
different times
as
in
soon
the
as
year.
Matt Smith stepped in because the series really jumped the shark. I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Though the last episode they did was like the first episode, like the first good episode in like 3 years. So
Oh, wow, that's a big endorsement.
Aw.
They did one good episode in 3 fucking years. Sign me up to watch.
it was easily like the ending to that. It was like, oh my god, I don't want to wait for the 50th anniversary. But I'm kind of happy that he's leaving. It'd be he has been in it for like is it 3 or 4?
4 years. 4
It will be
years.
4 when he leaves.
Just now it says
Yeah.
4 years.
It's kind of a while. Isn't that the same as
That's
David Tennant?
yeah, 3 series.
David-
Yeah, well, he did 3
Yeah.
series and then 1 year of special, so sort of 4.
Yeah.
When you buy on the DVDs, they basically count as 4.
But then Matt Smith has got the 50th anniversary special.
Also, there's David Tennant.
But then so's David Tennant.
Yeah. And apparently John Hurt, so that was a spoiler. Oh,
Yes.
well. So yeah, that's kind of random news. I'm happy. If they had
I'm
Moffat
not.
leaving, I would be happier.
But he's brilliant.
I don't like Moffat. Every single episode that I've really liked of of Matt Smith's Doctor is not written by Moffat.
But then his ones he did previously were like the best in the
They were quite
Robert
good.
G.
but
Davis era.
Ever since then, they haven't. I don't know. He won't bring back Jack, and I'm annoyed. I want Captain Jack back.
That's your beef. Jack hasn't come back. What the hell, man?
I want.
There's
I
no
want more
until
torture.
Jack is back. I am not fucking happy.
No, I'm not
See,
happy.
I'd watch it if it started getting better again. Not bother who plays Doctor.
Actually, I want a good
Oh.
Doctor Who game. That's what I want. That's a,
I
Oh,
want
that's never
what
gonna
next
happen.
series
I know that's
I
not gonna
want
happen.
is a. I've had a brilliant idea. It needs to be a dog. Dog Doctor. That would be just amazing. And
the
silly.
Doctor regenerates into a dog.
Yep, awesome.
I
And
really
then-
want.
I don't know how that works.
I would
His
love.
assistant's only job's to
I
feed
imagine
him.
that. I just imagine the idea that they're just still treating him really with respect. Just goes, "What's up, Doctor? Bark." Good idea. We should try that. And just inside the TARDIS, just looks up at the console and just it doesn't know what the fuck to do because it's a dog.
And then,
So basically,
okay,
you
now
want
you
to
come back.
combine. You want it with Lassie or Skippy.
Yes,
Doctor Who
yes.
meets Skippy.
One episode, the Doctor has to rescue old Tim from the well. I'm getting some amazing ideas tonight. It's just I better copyright these before fucking Sod seals them.
If you could choose the next Doctor, do you ever any idea who you'd choose?
Out of anyone?
Yeah, out of anyone, any actor.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch has become a bit big now.
Oh boy,
He wouldn't.
that'd be weird.
I don't want him to do that. No, not with
I'd
Joe.
quite enjoy Alan Davies.
Alan Davis, that'd be amazing.
Jonathan Creek meets Doctor Who. Would be brilliant.
I'd love to see either what's his name? I can't pronounce his damn last name. Richard Alue, the guy from IT Crowd, the Moss.
I would.
He's-
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, he would be amazing Doctor. Like that would be hilarious. Though I think he's kind of too big now to do so. Doctor, he's kind of.
He's gonna. That's too far down the comedy route.
Yeah. What? Noel Fielding would also, I think, would be
No.
very. It'd be funny as.
I can't.
That would be
stand.
funny. I love him.
Just because
Yeah, I
he
like
says
him.
mad, weird
He's
stuff
okay.
doesn't make it funny.
I love him.
No.
I've never watched the
No, I
Mighty
mean-
though. I don't think I've ever watched that. I can't.
Oh,
I
that's-
probably couldn't. I couldn't
or
watch.
it was.
I couldn't watch something like that. But I like him on Nevermind the Box Cults and what's that show you British people do at the end of every year? Like the year that was.
Oh, Big Fat Quiz of the
hosted
Year.
by Jimmy Carr.
Big Fat Quiz of the Year.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Jimmy Carr.
The one where they get really drunk and in trouble.
Jimmy
Why-
Carr as a doctor would be the silliest thing.
That'd be an interesting one.
Oh dear. I love. He's probably one of my favorite comedians. Though he's just completely. I was recently watching one of his DVD shows, maybe illegally.
Again,
Yep. And
I'm not judging you
that's
because
so funny.
to be honest, I do that as well. But just in case the ops listing, I've never done it. You don't have any proof. I'm gonna get arrested now. That's just baiting.
The worst thing about his shows is
Little.
that the only joke you'll ever remember is the most offensive joke he does, and then you'll say it wrong, and then you just offend a bunch of people. That's all that happens every single time.
That pretty much just sounds like my entire fucking life. Just a whirlwind of offending people.
Oh dear. But would you guys choose any particular ones?
We're still
I
on the
want
active.
I'd want that Ian Glenn from Game of Thrones. The one that's
Oh,
not Cersei. It's completely wrong
Jorah
person.
Mormont.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I never know his name. He's just
I
kind of
don't
there.
remember any of the people. I love Game of Thrones so much, and I barely remember any of them because there's too many damn characters. I've not watched
Do
season
you
3
remember
yet,
Joffrey?
but I remember.
He's a bastard
Joffrey. I
asshole.
remember Jon Snow. What's some other characters?
Tyrion, the best character in the entire series.
Yeah. But it's just there's so many characters. They do it so well. I've never seen one show do so many stories and do it so well as Game of Thrones has done.
Yeah.
So,
you read the
agree?
books?
No, I've not read. I don't read.
You don't read.
Reading.
You don't read like you don't read things, or you can't read.
I can read. I just don't read books normally. I've read like 20 books my entire life, and half of them I've been forced to thanks to schoolwork. Like,
Yeah.
See, what you do is you just get graphic novels. They're much easier to read,
I just
and then
get
you can at
audio.
least say you've read the book.
I just get. An
What you
audio
do
book.
is you fucking kill them. Wow, I got too chipper. Don't like school? Try murder. Someone please stop me.
I don't. Oh, dear.
So, will you be running for Prime Minister this year then? Or Education Ministry?
Yep, that'll be me. Mind you, I'll probably burn down the education system pretty fucking quickly. There'll be some very dark days ahead for your children, I can tell you that.
Isn't it already like? Isn't it? How good is the English? Education system?
It's pretty reasonable. The English education system, it's pretty good.
Well,
Because obviously I'm proof of that. You know, the amazing education. Inviting people to now scrutinise me.
I can safely say it's better than Norway.
Is it?
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
I always imagined
Delicious.
those type of, I don't know, European countries would all have really fancy over the top. I don't know, some reason I just imagine over the top schooling. I had a friend that recently, I think she moved to Sweden as of last term, and now she's all swancy sweet. Swancy sweet, sure.
She's all them swancy
Fancy.
words.
Yeah.
She's fancy.
Oh, dear. Well, I always imagine, I don't know, something.
In Norway, they never seem to be at school. They seem to start at 10 and end at about 1.
Oh,
And they go home.
No, the kids you've seen have just been like skiving. Fucking point
Well,
them back
no.
in the direction, man.
It must be all of them then.
You're just like, oh, good day, kids. What's going? I don't know why you suddenly turned Australian, stereotypical Australian. Just, suddenly you're wearing a big hat with corks on the end, just like.
I've never seen it. I
Did
can
you
just
do?
point out, I've never seen anyone wear that. I have never seen a corked hat other than like a tourist shop.
That's
Well,
that's what I've always thought. I highly doubt there are actually hats with corks on the
I
end. 'cause
wouldn't be
what do
surprised.
corks do?
It'd get rid of flies. That's what it does.
Really? Because I thought it was just like some sort of alcoholic hat. This is how many wine bottles I had today.
No, because as you walk, it
Showing
will like
off.
continuously.
This is how many
swing
I've
around.
drunk today.
That sounds fucking awful. Just walking along and suddenly these corks are fucking hitting you in the head.
I don't know. I don't know. I think in the like pure outback Australia, I can understand like people just wear them due to the fact there's a gazillion flies everywhere. But in the city and civilization, that doesn't happen. So
Your country scares me, Jab. Can I just say that?
does it?
Yep.
full of-
Everybody's the frog out of me. Just like it seems
Oh,
like I know. I don't want to offend you, but like half the fucking things there are just meant to kill you. 'Cause I think most of the world's poisonous spiders are there. Just God, what the hell?
Like I don't know why the one thing people go on about Australia is either the silly accents and the deadly animals.
Well,
Didn't
the
see
accents
either
have
of
got to
them
admit
ever.
are fucking funny, Jab. You've got to admit.
You can go about the barbecues if you like.
Oh boy,
They have great
This thing-
barbecues, some
How
neighbours.
the fuck did this get into like stereotypical hour? God.
Actually,
Racism.
there is a lot. Actually, one thing Australians actually do is barbecues. that does happen. There's a lot of barbecues over here. I don't personally go to a lot of them, but it's like Christmas. I have done Christmas mornings with barbecues with family members and stuff.
Oh, that's weird.
It's,
I can't get my head
it's
around
summer over
that-
here
that
during
blew my
Christmas.
mind.
But still, it doesn't. No, I don't accept that. No, just no.
When I try to imagine that, I imagine just me and my family standing around the barbecue like frozen fucking corpses. just they find us. Well, they don't manage to get a mouthful before they're frozen to death.
Well, our
Fucking
Christmas
idiots.
consists of going to some family member's house, having a barbecue,
Yeah.
swimming in a lake or something, and
What the fuck? What the?
Can't do that here.
You freeze fucking solid.
you burn up if you don't over here. So
Go to dive in, just hit ice.
Oh no, Timmy's brained himself on the ice again. Quick, call an ambulance.
See, I imagine. Well, I guess I just picture movie type things with if you actually have a winter Christmas over there,
Yeah. It's never so bad.
Well-
Normally, like I can't even think of when it's coldest here. I just asking me about seasons is not just a good idea because I can never fucking remember them. Just
I
if
thought
it's
you just
cold,
had,
it's
like
cold.
one season. I thought it was just cold
It's
over there.
always fucking cold here. Welcome to
Well, we can
England.
safely say it rains all the time as well.
That's
just
the other thing.
constant rain.
Also, don't you have like shit beaches or something?
Yeah.
Well,
We have some of the best beaches in the world.
Have you been?
There
Actually,
was
one thing Australia does do well is beaches. We have very good beaches.
There was There was some sort of survey of best beaches in Europe, and 3 out of the top 10 were in England.
You
Mostly
are an
Cornwall.
island. Like,
Yes,
Yes, we have a
a
lot.
lot of them don't actually have beaches at all, so it's kind of cheating, isn't it? Like,
See, I
True.
go to the beach if I like want to. I don't know, just fucking freeze or just want to be assaulted by like 50 fucking dogs because everyone walks their dog on the beach for some reason.
Because, the dogs have got to get exercise too. The dogs
Yeah.
like to build sandcastles.
I'm
dogs-
currently.
Dogs like to fuck up your shit. Just they will destroy the crap out of them. No, they're dogs. They don't understand.
That's them trying to build their own sandcastles. They just feel that the sand of other people's is much better.
That's how they say hello by destroying
Exactly.
your stuff. They're
it's
trying to
just jealousy. They want the best sandcastle on the beach. Of
Dogs are incredibly jealous animals. I'm not sure if you know that. How the fuck did we get here?
I'm currently looking at the top 25 best beaches in Europe.
Yeah, I would do
There's
that.
a United Kingdom one is number 3 currently.
I like this organised jab because he's actually fact checking as we go along. It's not just speculation all the way through.
Was it?
That's nice.
It's called Ross Ozil Bay or something in Swansea, United Kingdom. I'm gonna be honest. I'm taking a picture of this. I have a better beach an hour away. I'm gonna be honest. Like Australia does have really good beaches. Like I think the last, though I hate beaches, so it doesn't really matter for me. I just hate the beach.
You have an irrational hatred of the beach.
I don't.
Fuck
I
the
watched
beach.
too many tsunami shows when I was a kid, like documentaries.
Wow, that's not the fucking terrifying. Mum, I'm not going to the beach. I'll be carried off by a wave. Don't be stupid, little jab. It's fine. And just you see a massive wave and freak out and run away.
I can understand sharks, but tsunamis.
I know, considering Australia is like literally in the middle of a plate, so a tsunami over here is like almost impossible. I just don't. I don't like. I don't know. I think when I was 5, I watched like a natural disasters documentary, and they were like just. It was very, very well done and very convincing. But the main one that sort of stuck in my head because the rest of them I wasn't really concerned about because they don't tend to happen over here, other than like cyclones. But yeah, a lot of cyclones. Is the tsunami. Like, I don't know, the tsunami freaked me out, so yeah.
So are you terrified of flooding? You just sleep in a rubber dinghy. Well, if the flood comes, that'll be fine. I'll just rise above it.
Actually, well, we get flooding over here all the time, so I guess I'm kind of used
You
to
were
it.
flooded a couple of months back, weren't you? I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I was
Yeah, you
flooded.
I shouldn't joke about flooding because you were fucking flooded.
Well, I'm luckily we're smart enough to always buy a house that's in the middle of like a hill, so I've never
Luckily,
actually
we're all
physically.
smart enough to buy a house. That's actually a boat. We're fine. If it floods, we're fine.
Actually, I don't know if the place was moved. We moved now. I'm not sure if this place is affected by flooding. Oh no, I think it's like the tallest spot in the whole sort of region, so probably fine.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
You see, I'm
Fine,
just imagining
you
all
both
the
just
houses
deal
on
with gravity.
stilts.
Actually, well, that's true. There is actually a lot of houses over here on stilts.
Just
Stilt
like the
houses are
Jawas
fucking
houses.
amazing.
Not Jawas. Ewoks houses.
Oh, not like that though.
Say you
I
all
love
speak as
still
well.
houses just because I love still houses because they remind me of just giant pelicans just standing on legs. They're just fantastic. They baffle me. Why your house is like raised above the ground on sticks? Like that's just crazy. Oh god, this is
Normally every single old Queensland, Queensland, which is just old houses built in Queensland, will be made on some sort of like raised, for like just house in general, like some sort of we call it foundation under it because yeah, flooding was quite sort of common. So and they didn't know where to build a house. They always built in the wrong spot. Just put on stilts, it'll be fine.
Fucking stilts, do it. But why just do it?
Anyway, I guess I'll say my topic. Which my topic was basically.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot we still have another topic.
My last 2 months, sort of, like, because I disappeared from the internet.
This is a good one. This is one I've wanted to hear.
Really? It's not very interesting. Basically, for the first week
The
or so.
fucking entire site slipped into a fucking coma. I was a little bit intrigued.
Well, basically, originally there was like nothing uploaded for like 2 weeks. Blame Mass Effect.
Wow.
I got really addicted to Mass Effect series.
I was bitten by that bug like a few months before you were. Just like my family didn't see me for a month.
Yeah.
Where's George? I don't know. He's just gone.
Well, I played I was doing a walk for number 1 ages and ages ago and never finished it. Got about 5 hours in, and I think I just stopped doing it. And
Mass Effect, the first one, is a fucking slog of a game. It's just
yeah.
The other two are good. The other one was the first one is just.
It's only something I'd play once. The first one.
Yeah, that's I would
one's
never
best.
play the game more than
Yeah.
once.
Second one was really good, and third one's really good. But I was like, yeah, I started playing number 1, and
Debatable.
well, the actual game is really good. The ending is fine. I don't know. I find the ending fine.
I was a bit upset because I heard about this ending and I wanted to see it, but I got the fucking. I bought mine after they patched it, so I got
the extended cut, so I was happy.
I was like, I don't care what the ending is. Like, I want to see what the fucking ending BioWare chose for it.
Well, you can download the extended cut for free. So
I already have the extended cut. I don't need 2 copies of the extended cuts.
okay.
What the fuck, man? Well, I have 2 of them now. Fucking don't know what I'm gonna do with them.
Well, my experience with Mass Effect 1 is I played that sort of like almost, I think, in 2 days, like the rest of it. And then,
That took me I think it took me a week to play through that game.
well, don't worry, with Mass Effect 2, I literally almost did it in 1 sitting. I was really
Wow.
good. It was like 27 hours or something later, and
Yeah,
I went and slept for like 12 hours.
I'm looking at my stick. Yeah, the game is like 27 fucking hours, dude. What the hell?
I really was into it. That was so good, and I love all the characters in that, and it was just
That game
really
was-
well done.
The game
And-
was pretty good. When
I was
spoilers for anyone, but do you guys mind about spoilers? You two, I don't know if you
I
played it all.
finished it, so.
Which one? The Mass Effect 2?
The second one, 2.
Oh, I've completed it like 5 times.
I've not played any of them, but then I probably won't. So
There
go
we
ahead.
Go ahead.
Just a game where the opening 5 minutes you get fucking just thrown into space. That game is
just
good in
die.
my book. You fucking die.
first
Like I'm
7
like,
minutes.
how are they gonna revive this one?
I just remember, well, game over. Yeah, that was a good game.
Fuck it.
You see if that were current EA, they'd charge that for DLC to be rest again.
I'm gonna be
don't-
honest. After I finished Mass Effect 3, actually partway through Mass Effect 3, I bought all the DLC for it. Then I went back and I played Mass Effect 3 after I played number 2, and I finished it. I was really kind of disappointed because I just chose to stick with the decisions I made and not go back and try and redo it better or anything. So I lost a couple of characters. I think I lost Jack died because I didn't upgrade that thingy. Who else died? Someone else died because Grunt died, and I was so sad because I
fuck it. Grunt died.
I chose him as the leader, and you're not meant to choose him as the leader because I thought he's big and strong, he can be a leader.
I did really well. The only person I lost was Miranda because she was just a fucking bitch, and I lost favour.
I love Miranda, she was great.
Oh, well, the good thing is I lost characters that don't really have a big part at all in Mass Effect 3. I found out. Actually, no, I lost Morden. I was so sad. I love him.
What happens at this became Mass Effect but what happens at the tower then?
It's a different dude.
Is it just another?
It's
Is it just another random?
Yeah, it's just another random one.
The fucking random. Hey, Shepard, I'm just gonna be going up into this tower.
Joker actually makes a joke saying, not Morden. He just calls him not Morden. But I didn't even know he was in the game until I read about it after I finished Mass Effect 3. I was like, what? He's in that part? I'm like, damn it. So I went back and after I finished Mass Effect 3, I actually played all of Mass Effect 2 again, and I'm currently in Mass Effect 3 again, playing it all. Trying to perfect it.
What class did you choose?
I think in the original playthrough, I just played Soldier every single time.
Oh man, that's dull.
Oh well, actually, yeah, it kind of is because I've been playing. I think I've been playing Infiltrator now, or something.
The
That's actually really fun.
invisible, the one that goes invisible.
Yeah, that one's really
See,
fun to play.
what I did, because, I'm just such a variety of spice of a person, I chose Bionic to have, like, superpowers right off the get-go. And playing through Mass Effect 2 and 3, you become just fucking unstoppable. Because, when you take the weapons off, your recharge, goes down. So, the thing about the powers was, one ability makes you charge across the map and do damage, then another one makes you do an area
the
effect
Vanguard.
that spends... Yeah, Vanguard, which you spend your shield. But then, when you do the charge, your shield comes back again. So what I worked out what to do was take off all the weapons apart from a pistol, because, you need a gun, because otherwise that question doesn't work. Your recharge goes up to 200%, and you can just charge around the map like a fucking bionic missile. You can't be stopped.
That actually sounds awesome.
It became surreal for me when I found myself endlessly charging a brute over and over again until it died.
See, my experience was because I didn't change in Soldier because I picked number 1. I'm like, it wouldn't make any sense in my head as a story if he changed classes halfway through the game.
Did you pick Soldier from the get-go, so through Mass Effect 1?
Yeah, through Mass Effect 1 all the way through Mass Effect 3.
I've got to admit, through Mass Effect 1, it's a lot easier to play through Soldier, because the final boss, what was his name? Saren, I think. Saren, he is so fucking hard as a body. You cannot fucking
I did it in one go.
Soldier is Soldier. You fucking just take him out. For me, I had to work out all crazy fucking tactics to take him out. I had to kite him around the fucking room when my 2 teammates lay dead because they got killed in the first 5 fucking seconds.
Oh, with my experience, I just shot at his face for 5 minutes and he died. So it worked for me.
It didn't work for me. I had to slowly chip away at his health because his shields were so strong, and I couldn't do any damage to him long range because all you have is with Bionic is a shotgun and a pistol, so that equation doesn't fucking work. So all I spent was 20 fucking minutes just running around the room, chipping away slowly at his freaking health until he fucking died.
I also made a mistake in number one that I thought that not saving the council was the good thing to do because you're putting all the efforts into the destroying the big evil bad guy.
Sovereign, the Reaper.
Was it Sovereign?
Sovereign, yeah, Sovereign was the first
Okay,
Reaper.
was it the first one? Okay, yeah.
I'm very sure.
I thought Sovereign was the second dude. Oh well.
No, Harbinger
that's the
second. Is the second one you actually know the name of.
Yeah, so I still put all my efforts in there, and they told me later, you killed the council. How dare you? I'm like,
oh no, the fucking council's dead.
It's quite interesting because I saved them. When I went back and made number 2, I bought all the DLC for number 2, and that's actually quite good. There's especially the what do you call it? What's the banker one?
Shadow Broker.
That's it. I don't know how I got banker from that. Yeah, the Shadow Broker one's really good. I also got the comic book thing that sort of starts you off and sort of tells you the story of Mass Effect 1. You can sort of dynamically choose what you did in that game. You just start a new game.
Oh, I just got that on my PS3. So.
What are the other ones? I can't actually remember. You get the 2 companions.
There's the Arrival was the last one, I think.
The Arrival.
I think that was pretty much.
That is.
The Arrival was the second
really
major
good.
one.
Yeah, But if you want to actually understand what the hell the Reapers are all about, buy the Mass Effect DLCs, because the Arrival actually explains a lot in Mass Effect 3 that makes no sense. They randomly mention some things. If you talk to a couple of random people across the Citadel, they'll just hate Shepard for you don't understand why. Originally, when I played Mass Effect 3, I'm like, why does this person hate me? What? Why is he yelling at me?
Yeah.
What did I destroy? Apparently, in Mass Effect 2 Arrival, you destroy a whole solar system. So
yeah, you wipe out a fucking civilization, which was a little fucking joke. Because all the way through, I played Paragon, so learning I killed a bunch of people just made me really disillusioned to my place in the game. What the fuck happened? I killed people. Anyway, should we stop this Mass Effect talk?
Oh, no, I like this because I've been wanting to talk Mass Effect to someone that actually plays Mass Effect. I don't care. It's a spoiler cast. There we go.
It was rather, wasn't it?
I just want to for people that are fans of Mass Effect, go and buy the Mass Effect 3 Citadel DLC. Holy crap, that is the best DLC I've ever played ever. That is an amazing DLC.
I haven't played that, but I remember reporting it.
It was so good. It's basically fanfare for any fan ever. It gives you the whole time is hilarious. It's the funniest thing ever. The whole story is completely just ridiculous in that DLC, and there's so many just one-liners from every single character. It's just so funny. Like randomly, Rex appears out of nowhere and he just joins in and starts blowing people up, and it's every character you've met along the way that will help you win this. And then at the end, there's a giant party, and the party scenes are really, really funny. And it's like a nice farewell to the game, and it's the perfect thing to play if you've like never played Mass Effect 3 before and you're going through it. Play the Mass Effect 3 Citadel DLC just before you end the game, and if you just do that, like it's the perfect sort of like just ending to it. It's a nice little show, sort of, farewell thing, and I'm trying to remember just some of the really, really funny lines.
I think I'm gonna have to step in and stop you there, Jab. We need to kind of get off this Mass Effect talk. It's intoxicating, but this became like the Mass Effect podcast. It's really strange. We need something
podcast,
else.
Though I can do anything I want.
It's my podcast.
Yeah,
He can just edit you telling him off.
Yeah.
He'll edit that out and he'll carry on.
I'm sad. I tried to step in and be responsible. I got fucking shot down.
Well, basically, everyone needs to go and play the Citadel DLC because it's so good and really just funny and amazing. And yeah, that's all. I just keep saying those words over again. Maybe it'll make sense.
I feel really sorry for our fourth member who has never played these games. You've just been sitting.
It's okay. I've checked a few emails. I've done some work, done a bit of research.
I did all that. I got my tax filing done while you're talking about Mass Effect.
I ain't got a clue what you're talking about.
Do we have another topic to talk about, Jeff?
What else? Oh, I guess I could explain what else I did in this 2 months I was away.
Oh yeah, that was what. Oh
that was
shit,
what I was
yeah.
really talking about.
Now I remember what we were talking about beforehand. Oh god, oh man.
So I lost internet. I moved houses and lost internet for like the next month. Apparently Telstra is a pain in the ass to get internet back up, and could not get it going. It was like forever. We were just sitting here, just waiting for internet. I did. Hang on, I'm showing the camera. You guys can't see it, but I bought like a Telstra stick. That I had internet for a bit, so I had personally had internet. It was only like 3 gigs or something on here. I think it was up to 5 or something. I increased it too. But I basically had no internet to upload or really talk to anyone.
Yeah, that's what we did guess at. You'd lost. I think occasionally you tweeted out some things around like I have no internet, just stuff like that. So we actually managed to.
I did tell people. I told people that I was moving, and I thought people knew.
Yeah, we did know this, but we're just a bunch of fucking dozy bitches.
Originally, I thought I only had like no internet for about a week and a half. Nope.
Oh boy, it was a lot longer.
And then I got lazy, and I just didn't upload or make any videos. Like the next month after that. That was basically my story of like my last 2 months. I haven't.
Yeah. Basically, it was just for the 2 months. It was just me and with Tima. We were the only people talking to each other inside the network, and it was just like he was ready to lead an armed assault to take over the fucking channel. It was really weird.
I didn't get the password to anyone.
Yeah, I know. Tima's. It was just the channel died.
Omega might have the password.
Omega. I don't know.
I think I did at one stage. I think the password's changed since then. So.
Did you change the password because Rue had the password originally?
Rue had the password.
Yeah, did you change it for security reasons?
I've changed it since then. So
that was probably smart. Even though Rue's a pretty trustworthy guy, but
no, I think I just automatically change it every certain amount of months.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you are fucking just cautious, aren't you? Because I never change my passwords.
Only when it comes to the GGG stuff. The rest is all the same.
All right, everything's fucking just.
Yeah. So yeah, that was for my 2 months. Just a mixture of no internet and laziness. So and Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect. It's my new favorite franchise now. I like the ending personally. I didn't mind.
I didn't mind it, but I wanted to see the no Jab. You can't don't pull me back into that.
One thing.
I managed to claw my fucking way out of this pit, and you just pulled me fucking back in like a Snarlack pit.
Two of you finished the game, right?
Yeah. No, we're not talking. No, stop it, Jab.
One thing. I was wondering what ending did you choose? That's all I want to know.
I went with just destroy the Reapers, just because. my camera just refocused
Yeah, I
at
saw
the
that.
worst. It does that. I hate this fucking camera. It'll just do that from time to time. But I picked Destroy the Reapers.
I'm
Because
still
it
in
just
the
seemed like the-
hospital.
Well, did you?
To save Ashley.
Oh, didn't you actually finish the game?
No, because Ashley annoys me
Oh,
so
damn
much.
it.
I'll save it. I'll just turn it off.
I never said
Wait,
I didn't
guys,
have Ashley. I had Kanan, and then he's randomly gay out of nowhere. He's like flirting with me the whole time. I'm like, I don't want to
He
talk to you
was
anymore.
openly. He was kind of openly gay in the first one, I think.
No, he wasn't.
I'm
He was. They originally both.
Oh,
You were meant.
oh, no, yeah,
he was
right.
meant to be. Like, there's actual hidden scenes in there that are like an actual sex scene with him. Then they took that out
Oh,
because it got like
The
Mass
bio
Effect.
was sexy.
Yeah, yeah. It's like James Bond basically, so that type of stuff.
Oh boy.
But they took it out due to like there was some controversy over it or something for having that. And I think originally Ashley was also you could also be a femchip and like romance Ashley, and they took that completely out. I think you can actually find the scenes on YouTube somewhere. But out of nowhere they sort of redesigned his character to be like a straight male, like not bi or anything. And then suddenly in Mass Effect 3 he's like all like weepy and cry at you, and you're like, bloody hell.
Oh god.
No,
I killed him, so I don't have any regrets.
There's
I couldn't press the fucking button quick enough to let him die.
the BioWare BioWare recently put out stats of like all the Mass Effect stuff. It's actually really interesting to look at, and I love how they made the joke in the Citadel DLC where you had to like choose you have to chase someone, you have to choose your companions, and like everyone's standing right in front of you. They're all like, pick me, pick me, pick me, and when you pick two, and then like the cadence is the funniest thing. He's like, oh, no one ever picks me. It was really
As a last side note, in the last game I was sad they took the Krogans out. You couldn't have a Krogan companion whatsoever.
You can have Rex in Citadel, so that's the plus.
Really?
Yeah.
I was sad because I always just went with like Krogan because they pretty much just can't be fucking stopped. It seems smart.
I also feel sorry for
Anyway,
anyone that...
that
I also feel completely sorry for anyone that kills Rex in number 1 because
it was really fucking tragic for me because I managed to save him because all the way through I was smart and kind of cheating if I'm frankly honest.
he is like the best character in like all the games. He is
I
so
saved
good.
him. I saved him, but then I decided it'd be more beneficial for the war effort if like the modern aliens. I can't remember what their fucking name are now. But you get their.
Wait,
they help build the.
did you not help the genophage?
I did, originally I
You
did. But then I
asshole!
I actually went back. First of all, I helped them, but then I realized it wasn't a good idea, so I just
You get
fucked
like
them.
you get huge war assets out of that. I think it's like the best path to go.
I think you get way more from, I don't know, maybe it's probably the same, but I felt it was just more beneficial. But I didn't, and the thing that happens is that like Rex will just like come into the fucking citadel and start shooting you. So I had to shoot that
Wow.
motherfucker in the face. It was
Wow.
sad. Like I saved him all the way through the series, and they was like, well, just fucking murder the crap out of him. Anyway, that should be our last Mass Effect.
I need a Mass Effect podcast. I'm gonna make a Mass Effect podcast
No,
now.
maybe we should because apparently we have a lot to talk about, Jab.
I've been like I don't know anyone at like in the real world I guess that has played all the Mass Effect games. I've been wanting to talk. I've been wanting to just blab on about it forever. So I'm
Okay,
happy.
we could, but we probably shouldn't because I imagine there are just viewers going, "What the fuck is this shit? This is Mass Effect." Should we talk about what's coming up on the
GGG?
channel? Yeah,
Sure.
that'd be good.
Well, if you guys have noticed, we're back, and the comeback we released a video called "Remember the" was it called? Remember that time?
Remember that time?
Yeah, remember that time.
That was good. Kudos on that, Jab. 'Cause that was a good video.
That was originally meant to come out before I had lost internet. That video was like almost done, and I'm like, oh, I can slightly re-edit it so it looks like we've come back now. Like, I made it on purpose. I had to get a couple of clips from like the Gamers Jam. That was all I had to really do. Originally I was gonna have I think Izzy voice over it, but she couldn't do it, so I just put classical music in instead.
Just to talk about the video, I fucking love that scene where I was confusing Adrian. That made me feel like such a just warm feeling inside me that I felt like a bastard afterwards.
Basically,
I don't remember what that was about, but for some reason it confused the fuck out of
you were
Adrian.
talking about Minecraft, I think, at the time. So, it was at the end of the episode.
It was something about creepers, and I was just doing the troll thing I always do, because I like to...
Oh no, I remember seeing it. Adrian was like leaning overly close to the camera, and you were calling him a creeper.
Yeah, that sounds like...
I think that was the whole scene. But, yeah, so basically the whole video, if people haven't seen it, it's basically like a sort of a montage of like some really funny moments on the GGG. It's sort of, you know, set in a sort of silly thing like, I don't know, was that your favorite moment, I guess, in that video? Mine was Mike's, when Mike was like going on about like you know, fists and titties and stuff like that, and then there was like, that's why I don't like Resident Evil.
I've never seen that clip, so I was like, what the fuck is that? Why did he start raging about that?
It was... Well, I think that's from a really old clip. I think
yeah, that's why I
found that.
The part that made me the saddest when you put in my fucking lowest moment ever. You'll never ever let me forget that.
Hey.
For anyone who doesn't know, there's a video online. I kept it up because just, you know, it's funny, but one of the video renderings fucked up. So the only word for a 10-minute video was "hey," repeated over and over and over again. And I didn't notice. Normally I'm good at catching those things, but that time I didn't, and it got uploaded. And it was just like, oh god, the shit.
I happened to see it for the.
Yeah, you saved it. You still fucking have. So even if I take it down, it's in vain. You'll fucking just have it forever.
Was this on the GG Network News? I think it was like.
It's on everywhere. I will never be able to. I'll never be able to fucking escape it because it's just everywhere now. Thanks to you, you son of a bitch.
I just. The thing I think that has not left me since I've done it on the internet was the bit where I like died in the GGG Network News. I've seen so many gifs of that on the internet. It's kind of ridiculous now. But anyway, the other stuff we've also uploaded is the next round of the GG tournament, me versus Mike. That is
hilarious.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Yeah, that was good. We're slowly getting through it. It takes us a month each freaking episode, but we actually managed to get it done.
Yeah,
the next one is
we got 2 episodes.
Another 2 months, I might actually be able to get fucking Omega down and do the recording for hours.
If you think about it, the series is only a 5-episode series. We're still in that apparently.
I don't know, 2 months maybe isn't so bad. We could like spin it out for like several months.
Well, that thing of me and Mike, that was actually recorded.
Yeah, that was. I know you recorded that. December. You recorded that ages ago. Yeah,
it was like in December last year that was recorded, and I finally got that. The annoying thing is I actually lost my audio, like my actual audio. Like I was using Mike's audio that you saw.
Oh shit, man! That could have gone horribly wrong.
That could have gone very badly. Probably me and Mike would just record it again, and the same thing would have happened because I don't imagine Mike getting any better at the game.
Oh god, he crashed so many times. I just felt bad for him. Like Mike is an awesome guy, but I felt sorry for him.
But also the other thing we uploaded was the Retro Gamers Jam podcast. That luckily is the easiest thing to upload ever because it's basically just re-uploading.
Do you have still all the files then?
I just re-download them.
Oh right.
And then I do some editing to add in the new intro or something.
Oh, that intro.
The retro podcast thing. Because originally we uploaded those because we at one point we were just exporting them from Twitch, so the intro wouldn't be in there anymore. The actual podcast intro. So that kind of like disappeared over time. So that's why a lot of people have never seen that intro because it was literally it was in for about 10 episodes or something, but it was like early episodes. We just randomly follow that intro. Which is
are all the Gamers Jam saved to Twitch then, or are they gone completely? Because I know
they're probably gone now.
My channel has a habit of wiping all my fucking videos, which is highly irritating.
Yeah, I'll check. I think my Twitch channel still has. If you with Twitch, you have to actually save it. Like
that's always what I forget to do.
I think mine has. I don't think it will have a lot of podcasts there anymore. It will have, but if you want like all the old episodes of the Gamers Jam podcast, is all on the actual Gamers Jam podcast episode. It's youtube.com/Gamers Jam. And that was where it was originally uploaded before we started putting on the GGG. So, yeah.
What else was uploaded this week?
That's it.
Anything?
That's it.
That's it. Do we should have all our shows returning really soon, shouldn't we?
Yes, hopefully the GGG Network News may return today. I can't get the green screen up. It's meant to be up behind me. It keeps failing. So I might just do it where the video just appears next to me. Sort of lazy way or something.
That'd be weird. What the fuck is... There's just a floating video next to me. Oh.
So... Yeah, Hopefully, I think well, obviously Pod you recorded
Yep.
the
That
first-
is that's actually returning from fucking forever. I must have slipped into a fucking coma. It looks like because there's no episodes, but I have finished the episode today. In actual fact, and it will be in the Dropbox sometime for Jab to upload. Just a warning. There's a lot of like I went overboard with the shitty jokes this week. Like I am ashamed of myself. There are so many of them and they're so terrible. But I find them funny still. So
Random fact: there is a lot of stuff on my Twitch page. There's episode 28, episode 29, episode 30, bunch of
That's
Daisy
quite a lot.
live stream stuff which I originally did ages ago.
Wow, that's stayed over time.
Well, most of my 24-hour live stream stuff was all over there. A random scary game, episode 33, episode 32, episode 31. Well, that's like the first time Rue appeared.
Ooh.
That
was a couple of episodes before- that was-
36.
That was a couple of episodes before mine. I appeared in what 30.
Yeah, your one's also there too.
It was 30 something. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what. No, it's not really matter.
34.
Do you have any news on what people expect to see from us later? Well, coming up, basically.
Well, basically, any show that we do now, like a professional show, anyone's involved in that, I'm basically going to tell them, make the show before you air the first episode. Make the entire season of it, then we'll just air it, which is what I'm sort of doing. There's a couple of projects which I've sort of thought of, and I'm going to maybe work on. There's always something normally want to try, so I'm gonna see what happens, and I'll just get people involved all the time. I need like some sort of voiceover actor or something. Feature channel of the week. Hopefully, will come back.
That's been a while. What was the last one? Was Fused Bones, wasn't it?
No, it was you.
Was it? It was me.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was you.
Okay. Wow, that really was a
Yeah.
long time ago.
That
Man,
was
that's-
in January.
Wow.
We're
that was-
writing out on
Yeah.
Thursday.
So if you the two other guests here, if you guys would like to write your feature channel of the week episodes and then send them to me, I'd be very happy.
Just so heads up, you don't have to write anything great. I think I wrote mine pretty shittily.
Can I just say, you sent mine over. You sent your script over in like Notepad, and I pasted it into Word to see if there's any
I know. At
spell
that
checks.
point, I didn't have Word, so it was
You didn't have
infuriating.
words in it.
I didn't have Microsoft Word. I hadn't had it for I've only just had
Can
it
I
for
just
2
say-
fucking months now.
The amount of spelling errors.
I know,
was
it's like
ridiculous.
I know my spelling is like without Word. I'm just like a fucking lost lamb being hunted by wolves. I have no fucking hope. It's terrible. I know.
It was pretty amazing. That spelling.
I want to apologize for that because I know it'd be fucking awful, but there was nothing I could do about it.
But yeah, hopefully feature channel of the week will come back. New to play. I may just make a whole nother season of that up. I think what was the last one I did to that? That was Luca. That was Lucius. Sorry, that was a long time ago. That was also in January. That was January 16th.
Oh wow.
I have no clue if Omega. I haven't actually talked to Omega for a bit, so I have no clue.
See, this is what I'm saying. Omega's like the fucking ghost of the internet. I don't know
I've
where
seen him
he does
online.
it.
I just haven't got around to asking him about the retro zone. So everyone should go over and ask him about it. Because
Do we
Yeah.
do we dare talk about Tima's sort of kind of project?
Tima is working on his project still. He has a show coming up. Apparently he's got it mostly together. Like, I don't know. He said 2 months. Tima, what are you doing? So yeah. Also, apparently an awesome.
I actually spoke to him recently. I spoke to him recently. He hasn't got the pilot done yet. He,
Oh, wow.
I think he's behind with that quite a lot.
Sounds like so most of us. But apparently also an
Yeah,
awesome Noughts
sounds-
tournament may be happening. Connor.
Well, it is like the best game ever, and it's on a Humble Indie Bundle at the moment.
Hmm.
And
Oh god,
I
a
have two-
tournament! Jesus Christ, Jab, how
I have
many
two
tournaments
codes
have we
going.
arranged?
3 now.
How many
One's
have we
happened.
done?
1.
What is happening? We are the worst people ever to organise anything. It just nothing
see-
happens.
We'll say it now, and then when people forget in like 6 months, we'll finally start uploading videos.
Yeah.
So
That'll happen.
it'll be a surprise.
Surprisingly
Doing
enough,
about
I'm
6
not
months.
actually. contrary to popular belief, I'm not the worst person to get organised here. Like, if someone suggests something, I'm like,
Actually,
sure, I'll do it.
Pod's most well known for not organising, just for the Gamers Jam.
Oh no, don't talk about the Gamers Jam. Just let that lie.
That I'm not sure with that show. I know a few people have asked about that. Not a clue what's happening to it at the moment. Adrian currently doesn't have internet, so
Really, I don't know what to do with the. I don't know what we're gonna do. You don't have a clue of it. I don't have a clue of it. So we'll work on that.
I'll wait until Adrian appears back online because he's he currently
wow,
got kicked out and stuff. So
I thought he was unnaturally silent to me because like I've missed his just craziness he sends me occasionally.
Well, he
we won't talk for
Steamer
weeks.
as well, that's about it.
I occasionally just get messages that just make me giggle like I'm a 12-year-old girl when he says them to me and they're just
Apparently
funny.
he's making a video game at the moment, so
What? Where is he hiding that skill all this time?
I don't know. Adrian does the weirdest things just randomly out of nowhere.
Please.
Surprisingly, while we were on when I was like on a break, Adrian actually uploaded a bunch of videos out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, Adrian, like I think Adrian became pretty much a fascist and took over slightly. There's a podcast found somewhere.
Apparently, there's a podcast made. Who was in that?
I was.
Really?
You weren't you? And Tima, you and Adrian were in there. Yeah,
Whatever happened to it?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember,
That just
but for some reason, I do remember Adrian contacted me at one stage saying, "Can I have the password?" But he said, "Can I have the password of the Gamers Jam account, like YouTube account?" I'm like, "Why would you want that? Don't you want what?" And I think I ended up ignoring him because I was busy at the time. So,
oh god, I feel sorry for Adrian, but that's pretty much what happens all the time when he talks to people. We forget he says something. Oh god, I hope Adrian doesn't listen.
we probably will. Sorry, Adrian, we love you.
Lovely, Adrian, we love you, but you have a problem. That we have a problem, actually.
But out of nowhere, he uploaded like a bunch of videos, including like a 15-minute long music video, which is a very long music video.
Oh yeah, he told me about that. Yeah,
and he's a bunch of Minecraft stuff, and apparently Poker Night 2, which I should really buy. But yeah, he's currently not able to upload anything or really use Skype, so he kind of can't really do anything. So if you want to see Adrian, might as well watch the Retro Gamers Jam podcast. So he's he's sort of on the internet.
He's there, the
In
ghost of
archive
Adrian.
footage.
Just if you put them all together, it kind of seems like he's there, actually saying new things.
Yeah.
God. Is that the extent of what
Do we
we've
have
got?
any other shows in the GGG?
I don't. We need some other shows. We need to get some people doing some other things. I think.
Well, expect new stuff. Like I said, there's always something in. Oh, the Q&A thing might come back at some stage. I've only done one video of that.
That's a pretty tricky thing to do because I think the next one was ruined.
Yeah,
People actually have to send in questions for that one, and we don't have a very loud would be the word. It's not a very good one, but loud fan base.
Recently, we have people seen the.
We have quite a few.
Recent, like latest
You
one's
probably
got 8
see
comments.
most of it.
Latest GGG tournament's got 8 comments so far. So
You probably see the most of it because, like, I guess a kind of few messages come through the actual inbox.
But yeah, there'll be gaming weekend deals might return with a new host.
Really, who are you gonna try and get that? Who are you gonna try and get in for that one?
I don't know. Someone.
Hey, Adrian! Let's get Adrian to do it.
Oh,
It'd be
God.
brilliant.
I want to give Adrian his own show at some stage just to see what would
That'd be-
happen.
Oh man, that'd be amazing.
He ran, I think, a podcast. He ran this podcast once, and that was a very interesting podcast. I think what episode was it? That was
Yeah.
episode 2.
That was the second one.
That featured myself as a guest, Rue, and the Foot Knight, and it was hosted
Yeah.
by Adrian. And yeah, that was very interesting. Original podcast. This, if people don't know, this podcast was originally designed to be once a month and hosted by a new GGG member every single month.
Yeah,
And
that
then
fucking
he chose the guest. That lasted about 3 months, and then we made it sort of more regular with more regular hosts.
Yeah,
This-
I think the regular idea was better.
This season, I've sort of created a sign up, and I know these 3 will probably turn up a lot.
Oh, I ticked every box to fuck with your head so much.
All
That
of you
filled me
did.
with pleasure.
All of you did. So you may see these 3 guys every single week. So
Can I just ask you a question? Were you in league with Tima the other day?
I was talking to Tima.
Because when I saw the you posted the message again saying we need more people to sign up, I was like, okay, I'll actually finally do it. So I ticked every box, and like not 5 fucking minutes later, Tima sent me a message saying, "So looks like you're gonna be on every episode of the podcast." Like, how the Tima, are you psychic? How do you know
remember
that?
telling Tima that.
You sure you didn't tell it? Because otherwise Tima has psychic powers and we're all fucked very soon.
I don't know.
And I was just like, I want to read you the transcript because this has just been burning inside me with questions all the fucking time. Give me a second, I need to... 7 days, I think it was. Where is it? So the first thing was, gonna be most of the podcast. Yeah, I ticked all the boxes just to fuck with Jab's head. Well, he's glad for your interest. That one, like, red flag, fucking there.
Tima surprisingly tends to know what's happening because Tima like messages me all the time, so I'll just tell him like whatever's happening with the GG. So obviously Tima's in the know-how. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, how does he know so much? It's just crazy.
He's Finnish. He's got Finnish powers. So
Finnish power. I didn't know that was a fucking superpower. That sounds like it's a really weird X-Men power. I'm Finnish. Okay, what does that involve? Of stuff.
Finn. There you go. Anyway,
it was crazy. Anyway,
we'll move on. We'll move on to our own channels. Pod, you like to talk. What's on your channel?
I like to talk because I'm on a fucking podcast. That's why I like to talk. If I just sat here going, just fucking stoic, it wouldn't work, Jab.
And we'd still be on Mass Effect.
Okay, I'm calm. No, we're not on... Don't Jab will pull me back into his fucking black hole of Mass Effect. I won't be able to escape this time. Nothing's happening with my channel for the most part. It's mothballed isn't a word. Mothballed rather. It's I'm not doing anything with the channel right now, and I have a few ideas what to do with it, but there hasn't been any content for 2 months. My primary focus is now. Yeah, but you intend to do stuff. I'm still working that shit out. For the most part, I'm just focused on other projects and mainly the GGG stuff now. So, info bites actually start happening. Yeah, I know. Fucking, I'm doing something. That's fucking blowing your minds. For the most part, I'm gonna focus all of my attention on info bites so they actually get uploaded each week. That's all I can say. I don't have anything going. Actually, no, there is. Me and Tima wrote me into doing some co-op stuff, so there may be in the future. I may eventually upload those.
I saw Tima was uploading Saints Row 3.
Saints Row, for some reason he really wants to do the hip and current game Saints Row the Third, which, that's up to date.
Mike's been bugging me to do more of that for ages.
It's. But with me and Tima, it's really funny because he's just he's Tima and I'm just fucking crazy. So at one point I was dressed as a werewolf. I decided to bail out of a helicopter for no reason. Just that's the kind of stuff you expect to see from that series. But that's all I've got going on. Anybody have anything interesting on?
Darren, you've been playing.
Me?
You've been playing Game Dev Tycoon like myself.
I have indeed.
Have you been able to get past stage 2? Because I can't. I keep going bankrupt at stage 2 every single bloody time, and I don't know how to get past it.
Oh, I've actually recorded a load today, and I now have an R&D department and a technology department.
I can't get past stage 2.
Are we talking about a game where you're a supervillain?
No, it's Game Dev Tycoon.
It's already complete, and I will destroy bots.
Darren, explain what Game Dev...
There is World Domination next.
Explain what Game Dev Tycoon actually is.
Basically, the clue is in the name. You make computer games. It's like... it's a business sim.
It's
Tycoon
game.
It's to run a grocers. God,
I'm gonna be honest. It's a really good game. I think is it like $5 or $10? I can't remember.
Can't remember. Not much.
I know Tima told me about it, and I went and picked it up, and I was just hooked to this game. It is really, really good, and it's so fun just making your own sort of like video game company and sort of building it up. You go back. You start way back in the 80s.
Yeah, with the Commodore C64 or G64.
Yeah, they name everything different slightly, so it's like the play system and stuff like that, which is kind of amusing.
This isn't just a game; it's a trip through time.
Yeah, it's a trip through
It
time.
is.
That's fascinating. Come and take a trip through time through the old consoles, which aren't actually.
It's good because you know what consoles to avoid because you're from the future. You're like, this console, Sega releases their console.
That's just
Yeah.
That's fuck.
Yeah,
I've
we,
just
You know, the Dreamcast comes out. No.
yeah, it's like
Not
I'm not
touching
making
that.
anything for that. But
How?
this is literally my experience every single time I play the game. I do fine in stage 1. I get through stage 1 pretty quickly. Make the several $1 million game. You get that, and then I get to stage 2, and I start making games. I'm getting better at it, but basically, as soon as I start making medium games with publishers, they do awful no matter what. Like I can't make a good publisher game. I don't know what I'm doing
You
wrong.
need to be very careful and pick the ones who don't want much, basically.
I know, but even like they want a 5, and like, I'll get a 3. I'm like, but
Ooh.
but before that, I was making like 10 out of 10 small games just with like before doing medium games, and it's so annoying. And
Do you know
Have
what
you
would
ever
work
made-
pretty well? I've heard this the slavery thing works pretty well. You don't have to pay your workers. And also
love
make Call of
that.
Duty. Call of Duty always makes
no,
money.
every single time I have made Call of Duty like 3 times now. It's gotten like a 1 every single time.
Yeah, in that
Like
game, the
real life.
stats just random though, aren't they? So it doesn't really matter what you fucking name it.
I like certain things always in the work. Like if I make a Mass Effect game, always at least gets an 8. So
Are you just making like 20 fucking Mass Effect games?
well, one thing I have seen people recommend is actually
shit.
just continuously make sequels. So
I have a few various series which are ongoing.
yeah.
But I've not made any game that actually exists apart from
Well, a lot of
game
the time I
dev
don't.
tycoon.
Yeah,
Because you've got to
yeah.
make the game inside the game.
And
You
you get
can't
an
not
achievement.
do that.
I love that. I love this. There's little achievements like there's an achievement if you're taking forever to name something, you get an
Yeah.
achievement saying it's
Writer's block.
what's it called? What's the achievement?
Writer's
called?
block.
Yeah, writer's block. Yeah, because you can't think of the name. It's like trying to type it out.
Okay, that's quite good.
Yeah, and you get one
And that's
for
why
like you get another.
that's why I have games like Alien Probing, which was not a big hit actually, surprisingly enough. Not as Death Squad.
I fucking wonder why. Could you imagine that? A child and a mum standing in a store. "Oh, what's this game you want to buy? Alien Probing. Oh, whoa! Fucking hell.
There was a sequel. There was Alien Probing 2.
Isn't that just what Destroy All
But-
Humans turned into?
I have
But
just
unfortunately,
watched
I wanted a tagline on it. I wanted it to be Alien Probing 2,
Oh.
Probe Harder. But
Oh god.
they don't- there wasn't a third.
Oh, I wonder fucking why.
That one died.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What would you recommend for getting past stage 2? Because I can't do it.
I have a really good series of fantasy RPGs. They always work.
Well, one thing that has worked for me is normally space RPGs normally work fine. RPGs seem to do quite
Okay.
good if you choose the
Yeah.
right one. And it's always weird, like when you go from like stage 1 to 2, you always get the weirdest game that goes really big. Last time I played, I was really lucky. I had 2 big games, like one after another. One made 2 million, the next one made 5 million, just one after another. They both got like 9.5 or something, or 9.75.
Yeah. Have you ever got a 10?
No, I'm very
I
annoyed
got
about
like
that.
5 or 6 9.75s. Never a 10.
I hate how they go. They go 10, 10, 10, 9. You.
Nine, yeah.
bastard.
But yeah, the
So
strangest
annoying.
games are hits. Like
Yeah.
my kind of
Simulator
hits.
Prison.
Oh, my biggest hit to take me to the third stage, I think, was Tram Sim.
Transit.
A sim
Tram-
all about
It Sims
trams.
do so well every once in a
Actually,
while.
that's
Like Sims can really bomb out, but out of nowhere. Like I swear, I think what was it? Was it a hunting sim? I had go like a several like $5 million or something it made. It's like the randomest things, and yeah, I don't know. But
so.
it's a really it's a really good
This
game.
could be Game Dev Tycoon podcast.
Hey,
This
everyone needs to go and
hap-
pick that up. It's a really good. It's really cheap too.
It's the best tycoon game since Theme Hospital.
Oh, Team Hospital.
I
Although-
actually own that. I got
well,
that off GOG a while ago. That's really fun too.
Please don't tell me you're pulling it out from under your desk right now.
No, I
No.
got it off GOG, sir.
It's over there, I think.
Is it over there?
Um,
Do you actually have a physical copy?
Oh, you actually fucking have it nearby. What the
It's-
fuck?
It's when me.
I think,
PC
like, my
games left.
favourite-
They're all on Steam otherwise.
It's the thing we don't see in front of you. Is your room just full with fucking games?
You should see.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
there
you
we
say
go.
that? You're kidding.
2 seconds.
Oh god, no! What have I unleashed?
I loved Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and I loved Theme Tycoon. There's a lot of good Tycoon games out there. But Dev Tycoon, really good. It hasn't been a good Tycoon game for a while, so...
There you
everyone's
go.
got away with that.
I have it too.
Oh god! What the fuck, man?
I just have a desktop.
Roller Coaster Tycoon were good.
Yeah, the Roller Coaster Tycoon. Number 3 was kind of meh, but number 2 was really good.
I
What
like
about theme
3
park?
because 2's difficult.
Really? 2? Oh, I always just... you know the tutorial world? I always just played the tutorial world. Like, you ignore
Well-
the tutorial and you just play the game from there. It's like, yay, you can build a giant, thing. I never
is-
did the scenarios. That was too hard.
It's my girlfriend's game, so she's played through all easy scenarios, so I have to help her with all the hard ones, so it's not very enjoyable. To be
I
fair.
remember Zoo Tycoon. That was also quite good. Though the scenarios at the end were ridiculously hard and just like mind-blowing how the hell
Well-
they do them.
You could always get the dinosaur expansion and just let them out. And
Wait, isn't it
see how many
dinosaur
people they-
expansion to that?
Oh, that was fun.
There
As soon
is
as I got
two.
that, like nothing
Okay.
ever got done. I think
Wait,
like
really?
most of
yeah,
Is there a Oh my
Yeah,
god, I didn't gonna get that.
there is one. I played it. In true fucking style of me, nothing ever went
See-
right. So
see,
I
my-
deliberately had no cages. So there's a fucking velociraptor walking around next to fucking punters, and they
See, I
get
did-
tranked all the
I
time.
had there's a Jurassic Park game which is literally basically like Zoo Tycoon but with you know,
oh,
Jurassic
stop that.
Park.
Just
It's
don't run.
Jurassic Park Genesis. That was really good. I don't know.
Please no, don't.
No, I'm just checking.
They're like you're going for it. You're gonna pull it out. Like,
I can
oh,
do
here
that.
it is.
I can
Any
do
other
that.
games,
Oh.
guys? It's a fucking challenge.
Is Zoo Tycoon
Think
a
that should be a-
GOG?
That should be a weekly
No.
feature. We just see what games he has, but in front of him.
Connor brings out random games. Well,
So, Jeff
I've
Crash
got,
Bandicoot. Well, it's funny you mentioned that.
I can do that.
no, that's to my dad's.
I've got Crash Bandicoot over there somewhere. So that's a good game.
What have I done?
Um,
This is a bad
yeah,
idea.
Darren, you've been doing that. What else have you been doing on your channel?
Crusader Kings. That's kind of coming to an. It's not coming to an end, which is maybe the problem. It's just going on
And
and on and on
Yeah.
and on, and it's got a bit. It's got a bit easy now. I've got too big. So
Too
it's just
big?
kind of. I just pick a place and think, oh, I'll have that, and wander in. I'm currently invading Finland.
Obviously, don't fucking tell Tima that. He'll be distraught. I'm gonna hide this information from him. Just see what I'm imagining here. It's obviously like you're talking about an army invading, but I just imagine when you said I'm too big now that you're a fucking just giant walking into countries and taking over. Well, I'm just fucking
Pretty much,
taking over
yeah.
here. You have no weapons that could stop me. I'm a giant. Oh boy, I think
Which
I've
country are you
derailed
actually
the-
playing as?
Norway.
Norway, okay.
Yes, I started just after the Battle of Stamford Bridge.
Oh wow, you're not kidding. This does go on forever. You have each part's about 40 minutes long. It's 37
It's
parts.
up to like
to this.
30
Wow.
odd episodes now. It's just
It goes.
Oh, wow.
It's up to 22 hours now.
I know.
Holy crap, man! How'd you survive doing that?
This is why I've never done a Rome Total War or anything like that. 'Cause that would take forever.
That would be impossible. I mean, the battles would take like 3 episodes.
I've watched one. I've actually watched a whole walkthrough on. I've actually watched a couple. There was one guy that did really good Rome Total War walkthroughs. I watched like 3 of those on 3 different like starting points the whole way through, which was very long. It was about 20 something hours at least, maybe 30 something. I may actually play. I do like ages ago. Me and Adrian actually recorded a co-op one in Shogun 2. It was a versus campaign. That was really cool and very well edited. Then I accidentally lost my audio to the second half, and it was all over. And
Oh, that sucks.
and unlike
I-
your one, Darren, mine would have gone on for about 2 parts, about 40 minutes each, because Adrian like lost to the AI straight away before I could even get to him. I couldn't
Wow,
defeat him.
that was like a hollow victory. AI was like, no, Adrian was fucking crushed by a computer straight off the bat.
I still saw Japan. I'm like, okay, we better still start slightly far apart. I started like way up the top of Japan. He started in the middle, and Yeah, he got crushed like in an hour
Wow.
or so, and I was like, oh, well, I win. I was already taking like over half of Japan. I was about to come and destroy him anyway. So
He never stood. Oh, poor Adrian. He never stood a chance.
there was so many projects me and Adrian actually worked on with Shogun Total War, but a lot of them never ended up. I don't think any of them ended up on YouTube. I think maybe one did. We used to do lots of battles versus each other. Normally, I like to. Like, that was one thing I really enjoyed commenting over, like doing commentary over like that type of battle, because I know the strategies really well on those sort of things. Because I'm like a giant history nerd, so so yeah, I don't know. Like, I just obviously like there's a lot of things I do that never make it to YouTube. Like the Deponia walkthrough that never made to YouTube. I think I still have that. I had to look up a walkthrough while doing a walkthrough because I got stuck.
Wow, that's just better. You're looking at walkthrough, making a walkthrough.
That's what happened in Quantum Conundrum. Like, that's why I never finished Quantum Conundrum.
Can you imagine if another person was watching a walkthrough, trying to get information of how to do their game? That's just fucking mind blowing.
Well, me and Rue have done that in Dead Rising 2.
Of course you have.
Well,
that game is so just brutally it's not.
The boss battles are just so ridiculous. Like,
I know. I played that co-op and like me and my brother were just killed by a guy holding a fucking glass shard. That was a bit disillusioning.
Last time, I think the last episode was me and Rue Rage Queen, which is kind of appropriate because the last episode was up in March, so at the end of March.
What you do is you get loads of survivors. Just give them all shotguns and they take them out really quickly.
God.
Swap around with them with shotguns. Easy enough. They don't run out of bullets.
Do that. Yeah.
That sounds fine, apart from the fact that I just in true me fashion, like to fuck shit up. See, there's a mission where you can get all of those survivors, but what I did was may have accidentally killed them all by blowing them up.
Rue did that. I was very annoyed at that. He
there's like a hostage. There's like a hostage situation, and without a beat, I went, I don't negotiate with terrorists, and just like shot her in the face. It was the most fucking satisfying thing I have ever done, and will ever do.
So, Dara, anything else coming up?
I've been playing the Goddess Alpha of Goddess. You know about Goddess?
No, I've not heard.
No, it's
No.
Peter Molyneux's new God game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, not.
See that curiosity thing as well.
Wait, is that released? Is that actually God game released?
That's do you know what the secret was?
Brian is now my god.
Yeah,
I have to worship Brian.
Now becomes the god of gods in that game. It was just I know.
I now have to worship Brian, an 18-year-old from Edinburgh. He is my god.
That's incredible.
And it was so brilliant that the person who won it happened to be called Brian as well.
Yeah.
Now people are actually worshipping.
What are you talking about? What are you going about?
You know about curiosity?
Yeah, I know curiosity. It's still going on. The people still chipping.
No, it finished last Sunday.
Wait,
it's
really?
finished now.
Yeah,
it's finished.
I've been checking it like every week because I just want to see what happens. It's finished. Oh, okay.
And the person who won it gets to be kind of the overall god of Goddess, which is the next.
Oh, that would have been
game.
Awesome. Being
and
God
yeah, so
it's not clear how it's going to work yet. It's just like
nobody does.
He gets to control.
He's an 18-year-old called Brian.
I hope to God they don't voice over it. I mean, the Scots are hard to understand as it is. I mean,
I listen to some guy go, "Hello, my name's Brian. Worship me."
No, it'd be worse. Scott accent is fucking worse than that. You're able to hear every other word, so it's like, hello.
That reminds me of
That's Glasgow.
Nice to meet you.
He's from Edinburgh, so it might be partially understandable.
Okay, that may be
all
clever.
my family heritage comes from like Glasgow. I go family reunions. And I'm like, what are you people saying?
That kind of makes sense, I suppose.
Changes
Glasgow.
the entire.
Lots of criminals in Glasgow end up in Australia.
No, don't do that.
I went there.
No.
Sorry.
God.
I apologise. I shouldn't have gone there.
I've also noticed, like, apparently overseas it's really common for the one joke about Australia is that we're all convicts.
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
I've never, like, in Australia, like, no, everyone's just forgotten that already. Like,
Really?
no, well, everyone in Australia literally comes from overseas. Like, everyone here is an immigrant from somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, either America or a lot of English people over here. New Zealand, bloody New Zealanders coming continuously over. Because, you know, New Zealand's shit for jobs and stuff. This is nothing there. There's sheep. If you want sheep, go to New Zealand.
Oh, we got Wales.
Yeah. But I still remember there was a chick from Rosewood. She was a bogan, and she did not believe me that there was a country called Wales. And it was, she was very determined that whales were the things in the sea.
Oh, that is just fantastic.
Nothing I could do to convince her that there was a country called Wales and there was a real
Did you think
thing.
of a map?
Well, I was at the time I couldn't have a map on me. Like I couldn't really have access to it. I just had.
Jared just really strike me as the type who's fucking carrying around an atlas all the time in case
have
a
my
local
dad,
situation arises. Well, I don't believe there's a country called Wales. Well, just let me consult my atlas I carry around with me. Yes, look, a picture of Wales. That wouldn't happen.
Okay, so
Not even like a.
I think this podcast
Not
is
even-
for a while, so I'll quickly say what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like I'll say what I'm doing. I recently uploaded a video called "I'm Back" because I'm back, and yeah, you basically see my whole plan there. I have I sort of a plan, and it's already started. You can go and watch. I've been doing Game Dev Tycoon like Darren. I think I'm up to the second stage. I've recorded up to there, and the first 2 parts are out. Not sure how long that will last. Like how far I have to get in the game. Hopefully I'll do well. I've been practicing on the side, just in between recordings, to try and get better.
I've been
I'm on
cheating.
my first ever try. This is
I've
my
not
first
been
go,
in it
right?
once. I've not
Wow.
been in it once.
Well, let's just
I've
go
done it
better
like
than
8
Jam.
times.
That's how it works.
I'm normally good at these type of games. Though Lemonade wasn't Lemonade and Tycoon, completely shit at that game. It was a very weird concept for a game. Now I think about it. At the time, I thought it was very normal. But anyway, what else am I doing? I'm doing Star Trek Online. That's going to be a series on a Jabtov multiplayer thing. That's a little cool concept behind it. That game, surprisingly, really good. I'm about an hour in, just finished the tutorial. Actually really enjoying it. So yeah, that's a really surprisingly good MMO. I sort of think I had to have something multiplayer on my Jabtov multiplayer channel. So that's it. There's also a horror game which I can't pronounce for hell. At all, like I just can't pronounce it. So it's a horror game going up over there. And on my main channel, there's Dead Rising 2 should be returning because Rue's like, yeah, I'll do that again. We can finally finish it. So I just need to talk to him and say, Rue, you know, let's do this.
Good luck with that one.
Hey, it won't be too hard. It'll be the same as before. I just get him on the weekend at some stage. The other things I'm doing, I'm not continuing on with what the other. I can't remember. I was doing Lucius at one stage, and I'm not continuing on with that. I'm not continuing on with Tomb Raider, which I was doing 2 months ago, mainly due to copyright reasons. I had a bunch of copyright issues with.
Yeah,
Tomb Raider.
I tried that briefly. Then there's the copyright. I got copyright to hell with that.
Yeah, I couldn't get part 3 up. Like, it wouldn't.
There's a damn song in it which they instantly will fucking just
Yeah.
copyright.
It's very annoying, so I'm giving up on Tomb Raider. I do very much say people go and play that game because it's a very good game. I'm going to finish
It's
it.
good. Yeah,
Very
I
good game.
had to finish it through without recording, but it's a good game.
Mm.
Don't start talking about it, Jab, because
No,
you know
don't be nice.
we'll get into another fucking half-an-hour conversation about one fucking game,
The
and
walk-
just
the
I will
walkthroughs-
die a little inside.
The walkthroughs I will be doing on my main channel will be we'll continuing on with Dead Rising 2 and Tom Clancy End War and Sleeping Dogs. Those will be the 2 things I'm doing.
I think, Jab, it'll just be quicker for you to tell us what games you're not doing in that list.
You know what I should do? Oh my god, I should totally play this game. I was randomly playing it. Talking about Tycoon games, Rock Tour Tycoon. That was a good Tycoon game.
Really?
Yeah, that was actually quite good. It was surprisingly good. Like, you go around basically America building a rock band, and the cool thing is they had songs programmed into the game that you could actually watch and play live. And while you were in the menu, you could just add your own custom songs, so you could just listen, you know, basically whatever you want. And the music from it's actually really good. I've used it in a lot of streams as like background music in between, like, you know, on air and off air, because just the music's just really good out of it. So yeah, there you go. Random fact of the day: Rock Tour Tycoon, not bad. Anyway, I think we should finally end. I think we'll be going for like 2 hours.
We've been going we've nearly done 2 hours. We're 10 minutes away from 2 hours roughly, more or less.
That's like the longest podcast for a while.
That's long. Wow.
What happens when we don't let you talk for 2 months?
It builds up. It makes sense now. You were close to just exploding.
I'm gonna make a Mass Effect podcast now. It's gonna be a one-time thing. Look out for the Mass Effect podcast. That's gonna happen.
That's an interesting idea, but it has to be more than just us two. And well, maybe Connor. You'd be interested in that?
I need to complete 3 first.
I'll do that. I'll see who else.
I don't need to play the fucking game
I think
first.
Tina may have
I'll
played
get
some of
Ashley
it.
out of that hospital.
Team has played the first and second, possibly third. I don't know. Maybe
I'll
it could
find
work.
some people that played all of them, and then we'll make a Mass Effect podcast.
It'll be done. Then we can actually just let it out,
Yeah.
not on this podcast.
Anyway, so
Before we go, I need to say what I'm doing.
Wait, did I skip you? Oh my god, I'm an awful person.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
Basically.
We've been going for like 15 minutes. I'm like, I've got one for everyone.
we just do this part. We'll go for 2 hours. It'll be the longest podcast we've done. It'll be a
Good.
record.
Yeah.
Okay, please tell.
James is doing some Dead Space and some Dot Stuff, and I might do the new Astronauts character when they bother bringing it out, who is a little girl with godly powers or something, I heard.
Is it based off another YouTuber? Like they've been doing that recently. The lots of YouTubers, like the Jesse Cox one, which is the space butterfly thing.
Oh, yeah,
And
it's...
the Turbo Skill one.
oh, it is. Can't remember. Can't remember. I might do some Clunk now. I've got the new chicken suit, because it looks awesome. And that Saul probably won't do it because he's got about 16 hours of stuff we've done together and he hasn't brought out anyway. And then, providing I finish Persona by the end of the week, some more videos might come out. Might not do though, because it's taken off of my life. It's awful.
Yeah, we were discussing that before the podcast. You may have a problem. You may have to have an intervention at some point because it sounds like it's taking over.
Well, I started with 24 at the beginning of this month, beginning of this week, and now I'm on 63 hours.
Holy crap! Holy crap! You're gonna disappear for like a month and then come back and you will have finally completed the game. Where have you been?
James
I have
told us
been
what we're
in the
doing,
mountain
didn't he?
searching for myself and playing Persona. Mostly Persona.
James says we're all revising for exams. Well, Persona is. There's
Well, you're
exams in
fucking
I had
Persona.
exams coming up, and I was like, you know. There's an assignment due Wednesday and another one due Wednesday. Yeah, two due Wednesday. They're not done. I'll get to them.
Oh boy.
I just the
Well,
worst
it's
time to come
official.
back to YouTube. Like it's all exams.
But it's official. The GGG making jabs stupider.
The good thing is,
That sounds like a really good slogan.
I was like the smartest
Yeah,
person.
doesn't matter.
I was like the smartest person in my friend group because I chose all subjects that just do assignments, and assignments are pretty easy for me anyway. And for like exam block, I'm there for 2 days. They're like 8, and it's the first 2, so I get the rest of them just off, and just it's basically a holiday.
Oh,
so that's
wow.
nice. It's nice for me. So
Oh,
yeah.
that.
Then I think I will disappear. Actually, this is a warning for everyone. I'm going to disappear for about a week. Near, I don't know, how many weeks time? 5 weeks time or something? I'm going to New Zealand for about a week. So, yeah.
It's just fucking warn us. Maybe give
I will.
the key out.
I'll warn at some stage and be like, I'm going.
Maybe
for
give
a
us the
bit.
key so we can actually the channel
yeah.
doesn't die.
Well, that'd be nice.
Give
Anyway.
it to Omega. He's the most trustworthy. If you give it to me, I'll burn the fucking channel to the ground.
and if you give it to Adrian, he'll turn into Adrian's channel.
Oh god, Adrian, it'll become like the fourth fucking Reich. It'll be a dictatorship.
Literally, every single time I put Adrian in charge of something, he becomes like a dictator. Like, he's like, everything goes his way.
I've been trying to think about it. We've mentioned Adrian 5 fucking times in the space of this podcast.
He hasn't even been around for 2 months.
We care about you so much that it just explodes out. We have to mention you like several fucking times. But we should wrap up now because
Probably wrap
we've been going for long enough.
Thank you for watching this entire podcast. Unless you skip forward a little bit, then I probably don't blame you.
You guys
Skip the Mass
where
Effect bit.
If you guys just skipped every time I talk, that's
That'll
fine.
be the
I
whole
am pleased.
podcast.
The podcast. I'm now going to edit this video and just make it me talking for an hour.
Oh god.
they'll get to cocaine dolphins and just think, oh, what's the point? Jesus
Oh
Christ.
god, that would. I just had a probably fucking mad having a conversation with just about cocaine dolphins to myself. Anyway, we're wrapping up.
Anyway, yep.
No,
See you guys next
that
time.
was such a long time ago.
Yeah,
Was that
it
this
was.
podcast? I heard about last week.
Thank you for all for watching. Thank you to my lovely guests. And until next time, Jabba out.